And welcome to this edition of KTN News Desk this Tuesday. My name is Grace Nganga, but first, the day's highlights. William Mutai elected as new majority leader in Nakuru County Assembly, replacing Alex Langat, who was ousted by MCAs. The Council of Governors backs the new social health insurance SHA, says the scheme is working despite challenges. Wajir County officials decry rising cases of gender-based violence in the county and want stiff penalties taken against culprits. And police granted permission to detain a German national for 14 days over allegations of sexual abuse on minors. Welcome to the broadcast. Now, drama ensued at the County Assembly of Nakuru as the Speaker announced changes in the House leadership Tuesday morning. Dr. Alex Langat has been officially removed as the majority leader and replaced by William Mutai of Keringet Ward in the Assembly, where UDA is the majority party. During the heated session, Maina Ward Rep was hit with an egg in the face as a section of MCAs walked out of the chambers in protest. Ken Gashohe reports.
This morning, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nakuru, Mr. Joel Karurimaina, announced changes in the House. Mr. William Mutai of Keringet Ward replacing Dr. Alex Langat as the new majority leader.
I'm going to work with the governor. Any government business that is brought to the Assembly, I'll make sure that I table it and I support it. This does not mean that it is going to undermine our oversight, our legislative and our representation roles.
But our standing order is very clear that the political party members shall elect their majority leader. What the party did, walituambia mkae hapa chini, mchague yule mtu mnataka.
Supporters of Dr. Alex Langat, however, did not agree with the changes, saying that the election of the new majority leader did not meet the threshold.
Kiwa katika chama chetu cha UDA, tulifikiria tunaenda huko kutafuta uwiano. Jambo ambalo lilikuwa kuu ni kwamba kulikuwa na makosa ambayo nilikuwa nimetenda, lakini tulipofika pale tulikuwa tunadhania kwamba tutasikiza makosa hayo ni yapi. Lakini tulipofika pale tukaambiwa hakuna makosa, ni venye tu kuna watu katika chama ambao walikuwa na uamuzi fulani, walikuwa wataka direction kwa sababu ya ubambe na ushindani ambayo imekuwa katika chama chetu cha UDA.
We are opposed to it because the purported election was not only illegitimate, but it was also shambolic. And therefore, I want to say categorically that the party officials should be ashamed for having subverted the will of the majority.
The session, which happened behind closed door, did not end without drama, as one of the members of the County Assembly was hit with an egg on the face. But this is what he had to say about the incident.
Wakati kulikuwa kunafanyika communication, alikuja na mayai na nikiwa pale mbele nikasikia nipiga mayai hapa kwa kichwa. Na ni ukweli mnaona vile imenigonga, lakini nina condemn hicho kitendo ambacho amekifanya kwa sababu hii bunge si ya vita, hii bunge ni ya sheria.
Leadership wrangles here at the County Assembly of Nakuru have been going on for the last 2 months until the party, the United Democratic Alliance, intervened and had fresh elections of a new majority leader conducted. Ken Gashuhi, KTN News, Nakuru County.
Thank you, Ken, for that. Matters Health Now and the Council of Governors has given its equivocal support for the Social Health Authority, saying it is working perfectly well. The governor's body is asking Kenyans to register in large numbers to benefit from the health service providers by the SHA. COG Chair Ahmed Abdullahi says SHA, which is now 2 months into implementation, has been felt in the county hospitals, with many accessing services. Speaking at the launch of the Financial Management and Procedures Manual for County Health Spending Units, a document that is tailored to guiding how county-run health facilities will raise and spend resources through the facilities improvement financing, Governor Ahmed said the negative talks against SHA or SHIF was guided by misinformation.
Also, he is the DG, Nyandarua County.
2 months into the transition from NHIF to SHA, 5,300 public health facilities have been registered, licensed, and empaneled under SHA. Counties have contributed immensely to the registration of the 14.8 million members into SHA, thus providing them an opportunity to access tax-funded primary health care services in level 2 and 3. We don't want SHA to be a preserve for private facilities, like we used to accuse NHIF of, that the private facilities were taking out more than the public facilities. And this is our opportunity.
We are going to cater for all levels of the facilities. The primary healthcare fund, which is going to take care of the primary level facilities, that is level 2 and level 3. The social health insurance fund, that is going to take care of the tertiary and secondary facilities, the level 4, 5, and 6. The emergency chronic illness and critical illness fund, that will take care of any emergencies that will occur, any chronic illness that is there, and any critical illness that anybody can be suffering from.
Elsewhere, Wajir County officials have decried the increase in cases of gender-based violence in the county. The county has recorded 115 cases of GBV in the last 10 months. Officials say 3 out of 8 girls in the county are abused, but the number could be higher as many cases are not reported. KTN's Ahmed Hussein has more.
Officials from Wajir have decried the increase in the cases of violence against women and girls. In the past few months, a total of 115 gender-based violence cases has been recorded in the county, but officials say the number could be higher.
The statistics on the gender-based violence in Wajir County are alarming, with 3 out of every 10 women in Wajir County experiencing sexual violence in their lifetime. These numbers is just a scratch surface as many incidents remained unreported.
Speaking while marking 16 days of activism against gender-based violence in the county, Wajir First Lady Rukia Abdi Nasir said the county has established a gender recovery center to serve victims of sexual violence. She asked women and girls to report cases of abuse to get help.
Wajir County has become the first county to establish a recovery center for gender-based violence. This facility will soon be fully equipped and operational. I urge the public to utilize this center and report any incident of gender-based violence.
Other government officials present also urged residents to avoid resolving cases through maslaha, a traditional dispute resolution mechanism, saying that the practice has caused more problems to residents.
Na vile vile tumejulishwa kwamba iko mambo ya maslaha, hiyo tunasema tunakataa. Tungependa watu wasaidiwe. Kama mtu ametenda hiyo kitendo, afikishwe police station watampeleka kotini, afunguliwe mashtaka, wale wengine wataogopa.
As incidents of violence against women increase, the government is asking the stakeholders to join hands to combat the vice. I'm saying KT News.
Meanwhile, as the world observes the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, Nairobi Woman Rep Esther Passaris has joined the SAFA Kenya initiative spearheaded by the Tegla Peace Foundation in a walk against GBV. Addressing the alarming rise in femicide cases, Passaris called on the judiciary to adapt strategic measures to effectively address such incidences and ensure justice for victims. Now, Westlands Member of Parliament Tim Wanyonyi is eyeing the opposition of ODM, the position of ODM chairman for Nairobi County. Speaking in Sarangombe, Kibra, Wanyonyi said he is committed to strengthening the party within the city in the upcoming party elections.
tunataka watu wapige kura kutoka mashinani mpaka juu. Kwa hivyo wale mnataka viti, jitokezeni. Tarehe 27 tunafanya kura ya mashinani, polling stations, na utakuwa unapiga kura kwa center where you are registered, where you voted. Kwa hivyo usiende polling station nyingine, enda kwa ile penye ulijiregister. Sawa sawa? Na tunataka fresh air in ODM. We want fresh ideas. Na ndio maana hata mimi mjumbe wa Westlands, saa hii ni chairman wa Westlands, saa hii nataka mnipatie fursa nikuwe chairman wenu wa Nairobi. Na all delegates mnatoka hapa Kibra, mjue kwamba mkitoka hapa nyinyi ndio mtakuwa mna elect leaders kuelekea juu mpaka mfike wakati wa elect chairman wa Nairobi.
Elsewhere, Kilifi County has officially launched the Anti-Violence Policy 2024. The comprehensive framework is aimed at addressing and eliminating gender-based violence through prevention, strategies, survivor support, systems accountability mechanisms, and multi-sectoral collaboration. The policy also emphasizes creating safe, inclusive spaces for all. Speaking during the launch at Tezo Grounds, Kilifi Deputy Governor Florence Chibule expressed concern over the alarming rises in GBV cases, particularly femicide, incest, and sodomy.
Visa vya ulawiti hasa katika maeneo bunge ya Ganze na Magarini vimeongezeka mno, hali inayohatarisha watoto na familia zetu katika vitendo vya kutisha ambavyo lazima kama jamii tusimame kidete kuvikemea na kuvipiga vikali.
Kilifi County has a challenge of elderly abuse, and recently we have come up with a steering committee to oversee issues of older persons in Kilifi County, and this is a structure that we want to see enhanced coordination on issues of older persons in Kilifi County as a whole.
Kwa ujumla, cases za gender-based violence zinaripotiwa kwa wingi sana, na tukiangalia kule ambako zilikuwa zinatoka pia tunaona zinapungua, na tunaona champions wanaendelea kuongezeka katika areas ambazo tulikuwa tunaona zile visa ambavyo vilikuwa vingi kwa sasa. Hatuwezi sema ya kwamba tumefikia pale ambapo tunataka, lakini ni kwamba visa vinaendelea kupungua.
We now take a short breather here on KTN News Desk. Please stay with us for more after this. Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. Now, as the world observes the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, Nairobi Woman Rep Esther Passaris has joined the Safa Kenya initiative, spearheaded by the Tegla Peace Foundation, in a walk against GBV. Addressing the alarming rise in femicide cases, Passaris called on the judiciary to adopt strategic measures to effectively address such incidences and ensure justice for victims.
Many people might say that why we talk about women. Women are the life of everybody. Without a woman, the whole world doesn't live, because that woman is the woman who gives lives. So when we talk about our young ladies that they were killed, we don't know how it happened. It's kind of like eliminating society, and therefore we are here also to voice our voices.
Can we have some serious court efficiency? You know, we have our CJ has put in the gender codes. These cases be expedited. Can they be done within record time? Can we deal with it? And if the issue is the case is weak, then I think we should have the spokesman from the judiciary speak to these issues, because we need to move these people.
Kenyan cyclist has taken on an extraordinary challenge to transform the lives of bright but disadvantaged students. Ian Mangi is cycling 10,800 kilometers from Cairo, Egypt to Cape Town, South Africa, with the goal of raising 100 million shillings to fund education for needy students. Mangi, who arrived in Kenya on Saturday and passed through Machakos on his way to Mombasa, shared insights into his remarkable journey so far. He has already covered 3,500 kilometers, navigating tough conditions in Egypt and Ethiopia. He cited harassment from Egyptian police and security concerns in Ethiopia as major hurdles. Despite these challenges, Mangi expressed confidence about completing the rest of the journey. The funds raised will support 50 boys and 50 girls at State House Boys and Girls Schools.
I'm cycling from Nairobi all the way to Mombasa. I have been cycling from Cairo, and now I went to Ethiopia, and then now I'm in Kenya, and then now I'm doing the Kenya leg. So I'll be cycling all the way to Mombasa and back to Nairobi and then down to Namanga. So I started in November the 1st. That was in Cairo, cycled all the way down to Aswan, back to Cairo and then Alexandria. Then I couldn't cycle in Sudan because of the fighting that is ongoing. So I had to take a flight and then went all the way to Addis Ababa and then now cycled all the way down to Moyale, Marsabit, Isiolo, Nairobi. I'm cycling 10,800 kilometers in a bid to raise 100 million for the Starehe schools. So the idea is 50 girls, 50 boys in the Starehe schools in perpetuity. So the money that we collect will be invested and the schools will live off the interest.
Well, all the best to Mangi. Now, a Mayoral court has granted police permission to detain a German national suspected of pedophilia for 14 days as investigations continue. The suspect was arrested over the weekend following allegations of sexual abuse involving 8 minors in the area. The suspect, Arlich Karl-Hein Flench, who was apprehended on Sunday, is alleged to have targeted multiple minors in the region, 4 of whom are in police custody. Prosecutors told the court that the suspect is believed to have lured several underage victims, mostly between the ages of 12 and 17, and exploited them over an extended period. Prosecutors requested an extended detention period to enable them to gather more evidence, record witness statements from victims, and conduct forensic examinations.
To go to his house by various means, and they have become alleged victims of defilement by him. So we were lucky to arrest through the efforts of the DCI, have the suspect arrested, and he has already been arraigned in court. And we are still in pursuit of the victims, who are boys, ranging from the age of 12 to 17 years. 8 boys so far have been identified to have been foreign as victims, and we in collaboration with the DCI, we are trying to offer the psychosocial support and the counseling services to the victims so that they can be able to open up and also to come out of the trauma.
The government will spend 700 million shillings to repair and rehabilitate over 650 kilometers of feeder roads inside the Moya irrigation scheme to ease movement of farm inputs and products and boost productivity. Water and Irrigation CS Eric Moga said that so far the government has succeeded in increasing the areas under rice production, but the production is still being derailed by poor state of the roads, which were last rehabilitated in the 1970s. The CS said that the program will bring together the Ministry of Water, County Government of Kirinyaga, and the Water Users Association, who will all chip in to ensure this success.
There are almost 667 kilometers of roads hapa, ambazo mingi zilitengenezwa from 1967, si ndio? Na hazijapata maintenance. The water levy ambayo mkulima analipa hapa, kusema kweli haitoshi hata ku maintain the canals themselves. Some canals are in dire need of maintenance. Na ndio umesema ministry ikiongozwa na National Irrigation Authority pamoja na county government na pamoja na cooperatives za wakulima, tunafaa tukae chini tuwe na mazungumzo. All of us have to chip in one way or the other. Ministry the budget nimekwambia ni takriban milioni, approximation engineers estimates from NIA ni karibu milioni 700. That is not the budget line right now, but we can introduce it in a phase ambapo kila budget tunaweka maybe kiasi fulani, budget nyingine tunaweka kiwango fulani.
700 ni mingi kuliko maji ambayo tunapata. Hata demu ambayo itengenezwe ili nasi tupate nafasi. Pia barabara zetu kuna shida kwa sababu kuna karabati ambazo zimekatika, zingine gari zinashindwa kupita.
Unaona hii maji inapita hivi. Hii maji ukinja mwezi wa 10 uwezi ukaipata, ama mwezi wa 9. Juu ndemu inagawa maji mpaka inaisha. Juu hiyo ndemu ni kidogo sana. Tungetaka serikali itusaidie, ituongezee ndemu nyingine 1 ama 2. Juu tuko na masamba mingi sana, ni maji tunakosanga ya kulima.
Moving on, in a bid to address the prevailing economic challenges in the country, Nairobi Central Ward Member of County Assembly Mwaneki Kwaya held a meeting with residents of Muthurwa Market in Nairobi. During the event, which included the donation of food to the residents, MCA Kwenya highlighted some of the challenges facing Nairobians, such as unemployment and the need to establish more markets as a solution to the high rate of joblessness among the youth.
Kama county government tutajenga soko zaidi ya 20, na ninajua hiyo mpango iko ya kujenga soko mpya zaidi ya 20, na tunajua inawezekana, na ninaomba hata serikali kubwa ishikane na mimi, county government ishikane na mimi, tuweze kusaidia vijana. Vijana wako wengi ambaye kazi yao maybe ni kubeba mizigo, lakini pia akiweza kuleta mzigo yake kutoka kwa shamba anaweza jiinua kimaisha.
Let us cross over to the Moi University School of Law Annex Campus, where where Chief Justice Martha Koome is presiding over the official opening of the Environment and Land Court Climate Justice Conference. Take a look.
When I was standing with my colleagues out there and trees were being planted, a comment was made by one of the lady bystanders. This place looks like it's not gender sensitive. Because of those who were planting trees, there was only one woman, the Chief Justice. See? But we at the judiciary, we're very gender sensitive. Let me give you an example. Today we have 5 members of the Judicial Service Commission. 5. Out of those 5, how many are women? 4. You have already seen them. And in fact, the chairperson is a woman. So, Judge Mrima, pole sana, I saw you, whatever. But that's the way to go. Let us bring the gender perspective into every struggle for justice, and we shall succeed if we do that. And I speak that from experience. With those few remarks, it's now my distinct pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome the Honorable the Chief Justice and President of the Supreme Court of Kenya to come and deliver her keynote speech. The Honorable the Chief Justice.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. May we be seated, please? Thank you, my brother, Dr. Justice, Director General Smokino Wanjara. I also recognize the excellencies, our governors who have joined us. Governor B, who became my friend, and I actually told him not to bother calling me by any title, but just call me Sister Martha. I don't know why he still struggles with titles. He is my brother. And His Excellency Governor Otichiro, I've read so much about you. I'm so happy to meet you. Our senator and our leaders, I recognize our Judicial Service Commissioners, our PJ, and all the judges, registrars, the Vice Chancellor of this great university. Thank you so much for hosting us in this wonderful, tranquil environment. Thank you and your entire team. Let me also abide by the protocols that have been established and say a very good afternoon to all of you distinguished participants. Good afternoon again. Chemgel, thank you so much. We are really honored, so much honored to be hosted at Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County 027, the County of Champions, and to this great university that has produced great human resource capacity, readers, distinguished readers in many places. Now that this conference has happened here, your problems are over. You will claim your space over Reading Public University, because this conference about climate change has brought you blessings. You will never be the same again. We are here to support you, to pray for you, because we know the critical role this university has played to give education to our people. And having worked so hard and gotten to where you are, we cannot allow you to disappear. Yes, so thank you all the development partners. Thank you, Mr. Kili, for that wonderful speech. I started hearing about it even before I arrived here, and I was looking forward to meeting you, because I think judicially from here.
Well, and that event that is happening in Eldoret City wraps up KTN News Desk this Tuesday. Thank you so much for your company and always sparing time for us. My name is Grace Nganga. Up next is Inside Sports with Robinson Okenye. Stay tuned.